This is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Oh my goodness, Nicki Minaj is still throwing some shots at Megan Thee Stallion. And it looks like she is basically calling out Megan Thee Stallion's payola, sympathy, and the fact that she basically can't sell. Okay, she remains on Megan Thee Stallion's neck. And it looks like she won't be forgiving Megan Thee Stallion anytime soon.
Because before you even know what the fuck you're doing and where you're going, and before you even understand that this is not social media, this is not friends and family, this is the music business. And sweetheart, heavy on it is now being called upon by people. Well, let me save the rest. Don't let life have to humble you over and over and over. So many times I wish I would have just said, okay, God, I get it. Or the universe done showed me, let me do. But honey, child, ego and pride and all of this stuff. Do you know what it is to have people you've helped take the help and turn around and kick you or stand out? The jealousy, the envy, the things that people will try. I hope that you guys don't have to ever experience it. So I say it all the time. No one can ever and will ever until I decide to say goodbye. A bomber clot sympathy. Me want sympathy, sympathy. Me no want no bomber clot left auntie. Me need pay ola and me need sympathy. Me need pay ola, big hola, big hola, big hola, big foot.
So let me know how y'all feel about that. It looks like Nicki Minaj is talking about somebody. She even mentioned, like, people that might have been close to her, like family members or people that she had around that were jealous of her. She said people have used her. She talked about how she's not going to give up her spot. Okay, that could be, some subliminal shade towards Megan Thee Stallion or Doja Cat or whoever wants her spot. I don't think Bäçk and Bitter wants her spot. She only got one album. She barely dropped music. But then she also mentions payola and sympathy and calls you-know-who Bigfoot. So that was definitely shade towards Megan Thee Stallion. Okay? Not only that, Nicki Minaj said that she might be doing more pop songs. She said a few days ago that D0WÑ, Austria, you guys were so amazing. When Starships started playing, that's when I knew the kind of crowd they were. Because you should have seen, they were doing circles in the crowd and just having their own moment. It made me feel like, oh my gosh, maybe I should make a couple more pop songs. I'm here for that. I feel like hip-hop doesn't fully appreciate Nicki Minaj. They don't fully appreciate the lyricism, the bars, the double entendres. They don't appreciate that no more. It's about twerking poom poom shorts music. So Nicki should definitely do some pop music and pop collaborations. I would love for the Chart Obsessed Racist and Nicki to go #1. I wouldn't mind if her and Justin Bieber do something again. I think that would definitely be lit for the culture. Okay? Nicki and the Chart Obsessed Racist should have been collaborating. She already got one with JB, but she definitely should have had a collaboration with the Chart Obsessed Racist, okay? That should have been happening years and years ago. Now, unfortunately, since Megan Thee Stallion had, 30 million streams from Paolify taken away from her, okay? They took 30 million streams. Doja Cat has reclaimed her spot as the number one most streamed female rapper on Paolify worldwide, okay? Nicki Minaj is second with 11.56 million. Doja Cat has 11.78 million. And Megan Thee Stallion went down to 10.94 million, okay? So with that being said, this is because Megan Thee Stallion's payola got taken away. Y'all can say what you want about Doja Cat. Y'all can hate on Doja Cat for absolutely no reason. Doja Cat really don't be bothering nobody. She's not in the female rap drama. Y'all can say what you want about the bald head scallywag, but Paolify has never taken any streams from Doja Cat. Okay? Y'all can say she had a Paolify deal all you want. They've never taken no streams away from Doja Cat. That's the point. They never did it with Nicki either. But I'm just want y'all to put that out there because y'all talking about Megan Thee Stallion, but look at Doja Cat and her numbers, even though her per sales are low. She's never had an incident where her streams were taken away. Okay? Especially during the first week when your album dropped. She never had that incident happen. So, you gotta commend Doja Cat on that because, for all the payola that she does use, she's never been caught. So a lot of fans are saying that she might be organic. Okay, because, why would they take streams away from Megan Thee Stallion and not Doja Cat? Could it be colorism? We don't know. But in hindsight, no shade, Megan did diss Paolify. She did diss them, so they was waiting to get even with her. No shade. Oh my goodness. Botched and pregnant. Knocked up again. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Every time off the cheat, she has to compete with the side chicks and get knocked up. She just like Amina and Tara from Love and Hip Hop. Remember when they used to compete on who can get knocked up by Peter Gunz first? Because he was sleeping with both of them. They both were the side chicks. That is exactly what's happened with Botch and Bitter. She's knocked up again. Off the cheat, had forced his side chick to get an abortion, which we went over a few weeks ago. And I can see Botch and Bitter getting shelved after her second album. I know Titanic is just so tired of her knocked up. She got more pregnancy eras than she do album eras. I just realized that. How do you have more face and pregnancy eras than you do album eras? You're supposed to be an artist first. And then she has the audacity to post another snippet of one of her trash singles on her second album. How can somebody that get cheated on every other day talk about, I can show him how to be sexy? Clearly you're not, because your man can't keep his D in his pants. He looking at everybody else. Somebody that changes their face every other month cannot be sexy to me. Stop it. Now, moving on to Megan, the pass round. Despite the 30 million streams being taken away from her during her first week, her album drops, she is still topping the charts. Mamushi by Megan Thee Stallion is the biggest gainer on global Paolify, up 54 spots to a new peak of 95 with 1.64 million streams. It also rises 19 spots on the US Paolify at number 52 with 694,000 streams. Okay, so it looks like despite the open payola that was discovered a few days ago, she's still moving up the charts with certain singles. Okay, so congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion on that. It has also been reported that Megan Thee Stallion will be adding Miss Banks to join her tour for her European leg. Okay, remember she canceled some shows overseas, but it looks like she might do a few overseas shows. She's going to be performing in Paris, okay? And Miss Banks allegedly will be her opening act. Now, Miss Banks is a rapper in the UK, I believe. I don't listen to her music, but I do know that Miss Banks is a rapper over in the UK. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Whatever Megan Thee Stallion got to do to sell some tickets, she got to do. She need another female rapper to tour overseas, then, that's what she got to do. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Now, moving on to Texas Boredom. Queen Bee's Texas Boredom is expected to go reoccurrent on this week's Billboard Hot 100. It previously reached number 1 on the chart and ranks as the 16th biggest Hot 100 hit of her career. Well, to be quite honest, I'm not really shocked about that because no shade, Texas Boredom, in my opinion, did not deserve to go number 1. I did not like that song. On top of that, Queen Bee doesn't do any promo, okay? She just gets payola or radio play, and then, she might put out a link on Instagram or Twitter, and then she lets her fans do the rest of the work, okay? But she don't really do a lot of promo, so I'm not really shocked. That was the only hit on her album, in my opinion. And I feel like Cowboy Carter was lackluster. She could have did a bigger movement or moment for the album, especially if you're going to tap into another genre, okay? But honestly, I think Queen Bee just trying to finish out her contract with Columbia. That's all I think she doing. That's why she don't do no promo. She like here. She just trying to finish out her contract with Columbia. And after that contract is finished, she gonna want to push Blue Ivy. That's just her plan. Okay, so I don't blame her. Now, Nicki also tweeted some tweets that allegedly are shade to Megan Thee Stallion. She tweeted that, okay? That means allegedly drop a tear. That's what they're saying in the streets. Then she said, I performed for 60K people tonight at Gag City, Austria. Rolling loud, to God be the glory. Thank you, Barbs. Okay? Now, some fans feel like that was shade because, Megan Thee Stallion is only selling 64,000 first week, so people took that as shade. I don't really feel like that was shade, though. She really performed in front of 60,000 people. That's just her saying a statement. Now, that comment, that could be shade, okay? Drop a tear is definitely shade because I remember her throwing Drop a Tear in the Super Freaky Girl, I think, Roman remix, okay? Or the Queen mix. And one of the remixes, she was dragging Megan Thee Stallion. She also said, well. Okay, so, people are taking that as shade too. Here's my thing though. Nicki gotta understand, the more she throws shade at Megan Thee Stallion, the more she's always going to be in the conversation with Megan Thee Stallion. That's another thing. This is why a lot of the younger female rappers don't respect Nicki because they see Nicki as their peers. Because she's ready to throw shade and go toe-to-toe. If I was Nicki, I would continue to pay Megan Thee Stallion dust and let Devil Nation and Warner keep paying for payola and getting clocked by payola fine. Okay? Because I feel like, Nicki's kind of keeping Megan alive by throwing shade because people are noticing it. Okay? Now, moving on to Kung Fu Kenny. Kung Fu Kenny's Not Like Us returns to the number 1 on the U.S. Payola chart with 2.524 million streams. It has now spent 22 days at number 1. No wonder Champagne Thickums is aging like milk. I know Kung Fu Kenny got him stressed out. I noticed that even a few weeks ago, I just really didn't talk about it. I was like, Champagne Thickums look very skinny and old. Okay? Because Kung Fu Kenny got him stressed out. I noticed it a few weeks ago when he posted a few pictures. I'm like, he's starting to get really skinny. Is it the Opus Epic? Everybody taking that. Everybody getting skinny nowadays, even Megan. I think Champagne Thickums is low-key very stressed out about this beef. And on top of that, his 2 flop collaborations with Camila Cabello didn't do anything. I don't even know why he put that out. That was stupid. He should have listened to me. And when I said A few months ago, when Not Like Us dropped, I said, you need to go on a hiatus. Don't drop no music. Go on hiatus. He didn't want to listen to me. He started dropping flops back to back to back. You know, the Sexy Red collaboration was a flop. Okay. Then he did the D0WÑ cover. People clowned that, and you know, that was a flop. He should have listened to me. And I said he needs to go on hiatus. So at the end of the day, you know, this is why Kung Fu Kenny is the king of rap. He don't do social media antics. He dropped music, he dissed his ops, and then he spent time with his family. Now, fans are calling out Charli XCX, okay, for allegedly turning on Camila Cabello and basically having her get dragged for no reason. Camila Cabello revealed in indie music that Charli had called her and was like, hey, I hope you don't think I'm actually mad. This is me playing into the brat era. Camila told Charli that she totally respected that. And there's no beef between Charli XCX and Camila. Now, if you guys remember, a lot of fans felt like Camila Cabello's song, I Love It, copied Charli XCX sound. And there was a video of Charli XCX mimicking Camila Cabello's I Love It, which people took as shade. But allegedly, she was just doing that because it was her quote-unquote brat era. My whole thing is this. To be quite honest, I didn't really listen to Charli XCX album. I did listen to Camila Cabello's album. Mostly because of the collaboration she had on there. You know, I wanted to see how the Champagne Thickum record sounded on the album. I wanted to hear how the City Thoughts sounded on the album since they're not really a group anymore. And then she had Bottom Nas X on the album. So I wanted to see what, you know, she was doing on there since she got all these black collaborations on her album trying to hide the fact that she's a racist. And, you know, like I said before, the album was decent. Okay, I think Brat got good reviews. It got better reviews than Camila Cabello's album. But I think that turning on your friend for an album rollout is corny. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give Charli XCX Donkey of the Day. If you're going to turn on your friend, okay, for an album rollout, that's corny. Okay, that means you're not authentic. So I get it. It was like your brat era, whatever you want to call it. But I don't feel like you needed to do all that. So unfortunately, Donkey of the Day to you. Now, moving on to Scratch Off. Scratch Off new single Big Mama fails to chart on the upcoming Billboard Hot 100 chart. This is honestly embarrassing considering Scratch Off is giving money out to people that do TikTok videos to the song. I'm like, goodness gracious, you can't get a hit for nothing. Well, not shocked. Like I said before, Scratch Off's career is over. Okay? She might as well just get knocked up by 21 below average and call it a day. Nobody cares about you and them nasty, fishy cheetah panties. Okay? You can sit the F down with it. You don't have no hits. You're not charting. And to be quite honest, you deserve to get shelved or dropped from RCA The Colorist. Now, moving on to JT. It looks like JT's OK is predicted to re-enter the Billboard Hot 100 chart because of the remix she did with Jeezy. Okay? So now she's moving back up the charts. Hopefully it can go top 50 or top 20. But I just feel like people don't support JT because she's cool with Nicki Minaj. Okay? So she's not going to get the same support as Gorilla Glue. Because the general public don't mess with Nicki like that, okay? They don't mess with the other female rappers like that unless, you know, they got a really fire song. And Gorilla Glue is that girl right now we're talking about putting out singles and getting hits. Speaking of Gorilla Glue, she is predicted to have 3 songs in the top 40 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The Wannabe single with Megan at number 22 is supposed to move up 4 spots. TGIF moving up 19 spots at number 28, and Yeah Glow will be in the top 30. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about it if you like the records. I don't care for Yeah Glow. I don't like that song for whatever reason. I don't know. The Wannabe song is cool, but I think TGIF, that's the best single she put out in 2024, in my opinion. Now, Megan is only supposed to have 3 songs from her album Megan be in the Hot 100 this coming week. She put out 18 songs for her album, but only 3 will be in the Hot 100. And none of these singles will be charting high. It's going to be in the, I guess, 60s and the 70s on the Hot 100. Okay, and I'm wondering, how is Sexy Red out charting Megan Thee Stallion? Ain't Megan a 3-time Grammy winner? That's very odd. Sexy Red should not be out charting Megan Thee Stallion. Don't matter if she has a Champagne Thickums collaboration. You know, Get It Sexy went top 20. None of your singles from your album Megan went top 20. You got 3 Grammys? That doesn't make any sense. That's very odd. You know, but fans on social media are saying that Megan could be getting sabotaged. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description, and have a great day.